died of one of the many epidemics in America. Those include smallpox, yellow fever, and sometimes old age. 14 mourners stand here to honor their memories, which is 2 over the colonial limit. And that was because in America at the time, people were fearful of large groupings of African Americans. So everyone here is risking corporal punishment. And just, they're at the site, they're blessing the dead, and they're seeing them off into the afterlife.
This is a boy's shirt who lived in Mali. Shirts like this one have been worn for centuries as everyday wear by boys throughout West Africa. This over here is a slingshot, Burkina Faso. A Burkinabe boy uses a slingshot to shoo away birds and animals so they won't pick the crops clean.
So this is a toy cow. It was found in Mali. And a boy playing with a toy cow might pretend he's herding cattle like grown men do. With its humped back, it looks like the breed his family keeps. And this is a goat skin box. A teenage girl in the countryside might put her jewelry and personal possessions in this little box.
This is a silver finger ring, which was found from someone from West Africa. A man or a woman could wear this ring. It's gender neutral. And this is a blue trade bead found in Europe. For 3 centuries, European merchants traded guns, metals, textiles, and beads like this for goods like gold and ivory and African captives.
So this is a decorative bead from West Africa, and this was made of ceramic, and it could be adorned on a necklace or clothing, or it could be strung into a girl's hair. Right. So this is a child's square bottom basket. A girl in Mali's Dogon region might play with this miniature basket pretending she's a farmer like her mom.
This is a double gong from Benin and Western Nigeria. This percussion instrument is used in music and dance and to alert the crowd when a person of nobility arrives. This here is a casamance fishing weights from Senegal. This fired clay weights hold fishermen's nets on the bottom of the sea. When the day's catch is made, they drag the nets in full of fish.
That contains about 50 gallons worth of rum, and this is something that many slaves had to do every single day, and it caused immense strain on their bone structure, especially in the arm region and the legs. And doing this daily, along with all the other tasks, would tire them out. People would die of exhaustion and, fractured bones. And since they didn't have the technology to, fix stuff like that back then, they were usually just put to death or their limbs were chopped off.
The remains of 419 men, women, and children were found right here when the area was excavated during 1991 and 1992. These are the graves that we found in all of the skeletal remains. By studying these bones, they were able to determine where these people originated from and what they did during their life. By analyzing these bones, they could tell where there was strain and what kind of work they did. There's also, in certain cultures, shaved teeth was very common, and that signified that they were from Africa, which shows that they had immigrated here. Also, by examining the pelvic girdle and femur bones, the length and the width, they could determine the gender of the remains.
A lot of slaves suffered from bone scars due to all the strenuous labor they had to carry out, and oftentimes the bone scars would show injury or disease. The deep ridges on the outer layer of the shin bone, shown in the picture, are the result of periostitis, a condition suffered by over half of those buried here. Caused by infection, it can be brought on by injury or worsened by malnutrition. Heavy lifting stresses a body. This man worked extremely hard. Look at the thickened ridge where his shoulder and neck muscles connected to the back of his head. When muscles are heavily stressed, as with constant lifting, bony attachments begin to grow, forming ridges like these. What can a misshapen bone tell us? Saber shin, a flattening and bowing of the shin bone, or tibia, tells us that this man probably suffered from yaws, a tropical disease common in Africa and the Caribbean in the 1700s. It is likely that he spent some time in the tropics before he was transported here.
Okay,
So, three laws that stood out to me the most are any slave who strikes a Christian man or woman shall be jailed for 14 days and receive corporal punishment. All children born of slave mothers shall be slaves as well, and any slave convicted of conspiring to murder a white will be put to death.
Heart-shaped symbol called the Sankofa originated in West Africa, and it translates to learn from the past to prepare for the future. The Sankofa appears in many places at the African Burial Ground National Monument, reminding us that the 419 Africans and African descendants buried here so long ago have much to teach us.